What's going on YouTube, James here. Welcome back to James Talks Movies, where today I am going to be reviewing the movie that came out last year called American Fiction. Now, as a point of reference, this movie, when it came out last year, I never seen it before. For me doing this review, this was my first time watching it at a re-release in the movie theater. And the reason it had a re-release in the movie theater was because the Oscar Awards are coming up, the 2024 Oscar Awards, and as you can tell by this title of this video, it's called 2020 for Oscar Movie Roundup or something like that. I haven't decided what I'm going to call it yet. But in this series, I don't think I'm going to be doing it like every single day for a week. But I'm at least going to have as many as I can movies. I'm going to watch them and then review them for you guys. And then talk about what I think about the movie, and also talk about the Oscars that they got, and the Oscar chances, the chances that I think they have to win their respective nominations that they have. And today I am going to be review American Fiction. Unless I have a lot to say about a certain movie, I'm gonna try to keep this series pretty brief, just so I can it doesn't linger on too long, and I can get to the Oscars and the Oscar nominations that the movie got. But this movie stars Jeffrey Wright, Sterling K. Brown, Issa Rae, and Adam Brody are some of the main cast. The movie is essentially about this writer. His name is Monk, played by Jeffrey Wright, who he gets kind of fed up with black culture. He's a black writer. He doesn't really understand why black people are represented in media and films and books the way that they are. So he decides one day that I'm gonna go undercover as a writer and write a book, because he wants to have a famous book out there. He's been a writer for quite a while, but none of his books have really gotten off the shelf. So he thinks maybe I can write a book that's supposed to mimic white people being black and how they represent black people in media. He's gonna try to mimic them and kind of make fun of them with this book. And so yeah, that's the main plot of this movie. And of course, this is not a spoiler, it's in the plot synopsis. The book becomes a very high profile book. Everyone loves the book, but he's undercover. No one's supposed to know that he's the one that wrote the book. So it's basically this movie is a comedy, basically, talking about black culture, white culture, how different people perceive black culture mostly, but also white culture. And I feel like I'll get to my negatives in 1 second, but I feel like that when the movie taps into just the comedy of it all and the satire of how people perceive cultures and stuff like that, I feel like this movie does a really good job of nailing that. All of the jokes are super funny. So if you like satires of like people making fun of culture and different types of culture and just how different people perceive different things. I think you would really enjoy this movie. I laughed out loud multiple times. This movie is super funny. And in this movie, you also have this amazing supporting cast. You have Sterling K. Brown, Issa Rae, Adam Brody, and most of them play Monk's family members. And there's a couple side stories with the family members that have drama, like backstories and just stuff that's not really good with good that's going down with Monk's family. There's his mom has dementia, so there's a couple side stories that are really good. I feel like there are some scenes that really depicts dementia and just the absurdity of things that are going on with his family, but I don't really feel like it connected with the satire, the main plot of the movie, and just it didn't really tie in to all the other jokes. It was just kind of there to give the movie a little bit of drama and give the movie a little bit more of the background characters a little bit more of a character. And while I do think that some of those scenes were really good, I feel like they could have cut that down just a little bit to keep the movie focused and maybe not even have it as long. So yes, guys, that is my really quick thoughts on American Fiction. But now, I really want to get into the Oscar nominations that American Fiction got and talk about what I think the chances of them winning each award are. The first one, notable one on here, is Jeffrey Wright got a nomination for his lead acting performance, and I do feel like he does have at least a shot with this. You have him just being so funny with playing this character who doesn't really like how people perceive black media, and he just really plays with the jokes and the satire in here very well. And also when you have dramatic scenes in here, he does a really good job. Best leading actor, I don't think he's gonna win, but I do think he does have a bigger shot, at least than some of the other nominations on here. I am gonna do a full Oscar nomination, prediction video, hopefully pretty soon. So yeah, you guys are gonna get that. Another one on here that's notable is Best Supporting Actor, and Best Supporting Actor Sterling K. Brown got. Sterling K. Brown plays Monk's brother, and I don't really see him getting this one. That's not to say he did a bad job in the movie. I think he did, but I also think that he just doesn't have enough plot in this movie and enough time to really show off his acting chops and give him anything to do in the movie, to where there's not really a reason to give him a Oscar nomination, even though that he does have some pretty thought-provoking and beautiful scenes in this movie. It's just not a strong enough performance and a character in a movie that wasn't in it enough that I don't think he is going to get that one. Another notable one on here is adapted screenplay. I think that this one has a pretty good shot of getting it, just like Jeffrey Wright. Probably even more so. This would be on my top of my list if I were to give American Fiction at least one nomination. And I feel like the screenplay in this movie is just, like I said before, you get a lot of satire on this movie, talking about race and just how different people perceive different cultures, black people, white people, all of that kind of stuff. And it just plays around with that concept. It's a very smart script, and even, like I said, with the more dramatic avenues that it goes on with the side characters, I feel like lots of those are explored pretty well in here, even though that I don't feel personally that they came together. But I feel like out of a lot of the movies that had screenplay nominations last year, that's American Fiction is definitely one of the higher ones. Another one on here is best score, and this score, I forgot who did the score for this movie. I'll put it up here so he gets a little credit, because I do feel like he did a pretty good job. It's a very subtle score, and not one that really is the most, as you say, it's the most memorable part of the movie. But there's definitely some scenes in here where you can tell that it would be a totally different vibe without the given score that it has. But just because of all the other score nominations, sorry, this year that American Fiction has, I feel like it may not get that one. And finally, it has a Best Pixar nomination. So you know it must be sort of good because it got a Best Pixar nomination. This movie is very good. There, however, I do not think it is gonna get a Best Pixar nomination. It just doesn't have enough. First of all, it doesn't have enough hype around it. I don't think not a lot of people are talking about it to the extent of like Oppenheimer or Anatomy of the Fall, or just other movies that have got Best Pixar nomination this year. It also just is not one that has as star-studded of a cast as some of the other movies on the nomination list. I mean, you have Jeffrey Wright, Sterling K. Brown, but I feel like a lot of these actors don't have a lot of star power, and therefore I don't think a lot of people would vote for a movie with not lots of people who play characters that aren't really well known, other than movie characters that have came out last year that people have fell in love with, that other actors have played. I feel like that this movie did not have just appeal to with the characters, and just not enough appeal with the story, that I feel like it got overlooked. So I don't think it's gonna get a Best Pixar nomination. But anyways, guys, that is my thoughts on American Fiction and my thoughts on the Oscar nominations that it got. What do you guys think of American Fiction? Have you guys seen it? If you have not seen it yet, are you gonna watch it before the 2024 Oscars? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also, if you have any movie suggestions for me, let me know in the comment section down below, so then maybe I can check out a movie and then come on here and tell you my opinion if a movie is worth watching or not. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you really enjoy watching my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification after you subscribe so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.